Good morning, students. Last class we have seen about the algae. Understand algae. Today we will going to see about the economic importance of algae. Understand? So they are some countries in Japan, England, they are consumed as the people are consumed as food. The algae, that is ulva and spirulina. But some peoples are used as the animals food. The algae are ascophyllum and laminaria. The algae are used in agriculture, that is nothing but fixing the atmospheric nitrogen to increases the soil fertility. Example, you know the nostoc. Then agar-agar, these are extracted from red algae used for preparation of that is preparatory medium in laboratories. That is agar-agar. Example, Gracilaria and Glidium. Then iodine. So used as iodine, this is obtained from brown algae, that is laminaria. That is in other words called as kelp. They are used in space travel because they used to get rid of, rid means eliminate, that is carbon dioxide and decompose the human excretory waste. Then very important function is, economic importance is single-celled protein. The single-celled protein is nothing but spirulina, the blue-green algae. That is spirulina is a blue-green algae which produces a protein. It is made up of only one cell. That is why we are called as single-cell protein. Understand? Next one is fungi. Fungi are nothing but that is belongs to class Thallophyta. The Thallophyta, that is nothing but the plant body is called as thallus, that is no root or no stem, no leaves. They does not have root, stem and leaves. The study about the fungi we are called as mycology. Then the plant body is called as hyphae. Understand? Hyphae, that is called as mycelium. Several hyphae are arranged in the form of network we are called as mycelium. Mycelium having cross lines, that is called as septate. Suppose when the cross lines are absent, that is called as aseptate. But the aseptate having a number of nuclei, we are called as xenocytic mycelium. Understand? The cells of fungi are unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular is nothing but the yeast. The multicellular is agaricus, button mushroom. These are multicellular. Anyhow, if they are unicellular or multicellular, whatever may be, they must be eukaryotic in nature. Eukaryotic means the cells having well-defined nucleus and cell organelles. Even if yeast is made up of only one cell, the yeast having all cell organelles and the well-defined nucleus. The cell wall is made up of chitin. The reserve food materials are nothing but the glycogen and oil. Then they lack chlorophyll. Important factor is the lack chlorophyll. No photosynthesis takes place. No starch. The reserve food material is already seen. That is nothing but glycogen and oil. No starch. So these are called as heterotrophs. What's the meaning of heterotrophs? They are depending upon the food to other living organisms. We are called as heterotrophs. Understand? Because of they having no chlorophyll. Understand? So it may be of parasites, saprophytes, symbionts. What is called saprophytes? Parasites means they are depending on other animals for their food. Understand? Example, Hostoria. And then Cercospora personata, which causes diseases in the groundnut. The disease is called as Tika disease. Saprophytes, they depending upon other organisms, that is they dead and decaying organisms. They decompose the dead and decaying organism from which they get their food. Example, rhizobus. symbionts mutually benefited. Mutually both are benefited. Example, lichen. So in some others they are maybe of some fungi symbiotically with higher plants. Example, mycorrhiza. What are the economic importance of fungi? That is used as antibiotic. That is Penicillium notatum. That is extracted from gentamicin, erythromycin and neomycin from the Penicillium notatum, which cure variable diseases. Then food, used as food in the mushroom, button mushroom and agaricus. Then used to synthesize vitamins, that is especially vitamin B2, riboflavin. Next one is alcohol. Some yeast, the yeast, fungus-like yeast contain enzymes invertase and zymase which ferment the sugar molecule, that is sugar molasses into alcohol. What are the harmful effects of fungi? They are affected both plants as well as man. In plants, they causes a number of diseases like wilt disease of cotton, tika disease of groundnut, red dot of sugar cane, then blast disease of paddy, white rust of radish. As well as in human, the trichophyton causes the ringworm and microsporum causes dandruff, that is podugu. Then Tinea pedis causes the athlete foot. So these are the harmful effects of fungi. So the fungi gives us both economic importance as well as the harmful effects. Next one is the bryophytes. What are called bryophytes? These are first simplest land plants. So before that all plants are aquatic in nature, but the bryophyte is the first primitive form of land plants. These are terrestrial non-vascular cryptogams. What's the meaning of non-vascular? So these are having no xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem are completely absent. So that is why these are called as non-vascular cryptogams. They are, for life cycle, they need water. So that is why we are called as amphibians. That is, live on land and in water because they need water for their reproduction. Amphibian mode of life. Tannile irkum, tharaile irkum. Understand? They having alternative generation, gametophyte and sporophyte. So gametophyte is the dominant one. Sporophyte is very small. Understand? Then the bryophytes are fixed on the substratum by means of root-like structures, that is called as rhizoids, root-like structure. Then sexual reproduction is oogamous type because they are producing the egg or ovum. Then the male sex organ is called as antheridia, the female sex organ is called as archegonia. The sperm and ova then produces the resultant is the fertilization, the resultant is the zygote. The zygote undergo meiotic division and forms a haploid set of chromosomes. Understand? Then it is further classified into hepaticae. The example, Rixia. They are lower forms of bryophytes. They are simple in structure than mass. The protonymal stage is absent. Sporophyte is short-lived. Class 2, Anthocerote. Example, Anthocerus. The gametophyte is undifferentiated into thallus, rhizoids or unicellular. So thallus is nothing but the plant body. Thallus is nothing but the plant body. No stem, leaf is present. The protonymal stage is absent. Sporophyte is differentiated into fruit and capsule only. Class 3, Muci. Example, Funaria. They are higher forms. Gametophyte differentiated into stem-like and leaf-like pods. Protonymal stage is present. Sporophyte is differentiated into food, seta and capsule. What are the economic importance of bryophytes? They are prevent soil erosion. Sphagnum absorbs large amount of water, so it is used in the gardeners in nursery. Then peat is a valuable fuel like coal is obtained from sphagnum. Thank you students. See you later.